Hello, my name is Joe from shoecaresupplies.com, and I want to show you this video on how to stretch shoes. Many people out there do have shoes that are too tight, a little bit snug, okay, and they just need that little extra push to make them a little more comfortable. These stretchers that we have here in front of us are meant for width stretching. They stretch the width of the shoe. There are three different styles available. We have a men's shoe stretcher over here. We have a woman's shoe stretcher over here. We also have a woman's high heel stretcher over here. Stretching shoes is very simple to do. The first one I'll demonstrate to you is the men's stretcher. The shoe stretchers that we sell at shoecaresupplies.com are made of solid maple wood, and the insides are metal. They are not the plastic that you see in other stretchers. That makes a big difference because the metal will last for years and years, whereas the plastic ones will strip out in no time at all. So these are quality shoe stretchers. All you have to do is take your shoe, spray with either the shoe stretch aerosol, and let it soak in for a minute or two, or squirt it with the shoe stretch liquid and squirt the outside of the shoe, let that set in for a while also. The reason for the aerosol shoe stretch and the liquid shoe stretch is that loosens up the fibers, so it makes the stretching process even easier. At that point, you take your shoe stretcher and you put it inside the shoe. You give it about 5 to 6 turns until it gets snug. Then at that point you give it 3 more, maybe 4 more turns, and then you let it sit overnight, and that's all there really is to it. And by the next morning you should be fine. As for your woman's shoe stretcher, all you do, same concept. You would take your aerosol, spray on the outside of the shoe. You take it with liquid, spray on the outside of the shoe, whichever you prefer. You take your stretcher, put it inside the shoe, push up as far as possible. You give it a turn until it gets snug. Once it gets snug, you give it 4 more turns. At that point, you sit down and you are done. Your high heel stretcher, very similar to the other ones, it's just contoured a little bit differently. So you actually put it inside the shoe like that there. Again, you would use the aerosol, the spray, or your liquid, whichever you prefer, and you put it in there, you turn it about 3 to 4 turns until it gets snug. At that point, you give it another 3 turns and you're all set. You put that aside. Each shoe stretcher comes with a bunion attachment to it. The bunion attachment is a nice little tool that allows you to stretch out either a big toe or little toe, even a hammer toe. You would take your bunion attachment and you would place it on the shoe stretcher, and one of the pre-drilled holes are right there. You would take that, you would insert it into the shoe itself. You put your aerosol or your liquid on and you turn it, and then once it gets snug, you give it 3 or 4 more turns. And then, as you can see, where I put the bunion attachment is actually pushing that leather out. And the next morning, your shoes will be much more comfortable to wear. And that is all there is to shoe stretching. It's a very simple process, not much involved. If you have any questions, please give us a call or visit us at shoecaresupplies.com. Thank you.